Good morning, creative friends. Here we are in the morning of day 6 of our trip from Connecticut back home to Oregon, and I'm going to tell you what, we are wishing we were already there. This is, I don't know, this time seems longer, but we stayed in Rawlins, Wyoming. We're headed toward Jerome, Idaho, and I wish I'd had my phone out to video because we just passed the Continental Divide at 7,000 feet, which is really cool. So that's interesting. We don't have any side trips picked out or anything specific to do other than heading to Idaho. Idaho is a nice state. My mom and dad and my grandparents used to live there, so like Idaho. But we're going to head to Idaho today, and if there's something that pops up, we'll do a video on it, and I'll try to capture some interesting things for you. But here's the thing, a little bit interesting. When we were in Rawlins, we stayed at the Comfort Inn there in Rawlins, and so I did a little video of their doggy relief area. So if you're opposed to poop, then the next part of this video is probably not what you want to watch, but I was stunned and amazed at the situation that they have out there for dogs to relieve themselves. So that ought to make you interested. You might want to watch it. Anyway, so we'll see that next, and then after that, we'll do some more of our trip. Okay guys, we are outside where this hallway goes into it's the end of the first floor of rooms, and it comes out here to the side parking lot and the back parking lot, and there's another side parking lot. So a lot of people come through here, and this is where they have like the little pooper scooper bags. But I have to show you, Snickers, come here, I don't want you on there. 3 areas of grass where apparently you're supposed to let your dog go poop. But I have to show you, Snickers, come here. This is gross. Hang on. I want to hold him so he doesn't go there, because we walk him over there, because I want to show you. Look at the amount of poop. You see over there? See all that? I can't even walk across there. It's filthy. This is the grossest thing ever. Look at the poops. Those are poops. Like, imagine if you had a bunch of little kids and you were coming in this back door. There's poops out there. Here's more poops. You see all those? Those are poops in the yard. And this is where and it's like that all the way across. Like, as far as you can see. You cannot step in this grass without hitting a landmine. You can't take 2 steps. That is the grossest thing I have ever seen. But, whatever. This is the Comfort Inn in Rawlins, Wyoming. Oh, here's more. So, we won't go and let Snickers go here. We take him all the way across that field, that dirt lot, to that field kind of thing over there, which when you have to come out at night, that's a little scary. Here's the room locator. They actually show you to park here and there's those 3 areas of grass. All right, guys, we've been on the road for about, I don't know, hour and a half, and it was just flat, like nothing before, but now we're coming up into some hills and stuff, and we've seen some antelope. Saw a bunch of horses. I'm assuming they're just wild horses, because there was probably, what, maybe 20 of them? All just together out there, which was cool. And then there was a place called Red Hill Road, and as we drove by, there was this huge pile of like a different color, like sand or something. So I thought, well, and there was this huge piece of equipment out there working. I mean, it was far away, and we were still like, wow, that's a big piece of equipment. So I have no idea what that was. But I looked it up. If you guys know and I'm wrong, then correct me. But I looked up the Red Hill Road in Wyoming, and it came up to say that it's the Red Hill Mine, which it says is a uranium mine. So I'm thinking that that's what it is. If you guys know different, then tell me. But other than that, that was kind of cool. We passed that. So here we are. And I'm not showing me today because you can probably hear in my voice, I have like the most wicked allergies. It's been going on for a couple, 3 days, but it's peaking right now. And my nose, I look like Rudolph, don't I? It's bad. But anyway, you know, always still out to have a good time. So here we are in Wyoming, enjoying our day. All right, we're passing through Rock Springs. There's a bunch here. There's an events place. This is like, you go through here to get to Yellowstone. This is a pretty busy place right out here in the middle of nowhere almost. You know, all of a sudden you come around a corner and there's this big town. And the snow, see, I don't know if you guys can see over there, there's the snow on the mountains up there. That always makes me think of my grandma, my mom's mom. She always used to have like a little rock thing. Every yard that she ever had, she'd have like a little rock wall that she would make, and she planted those flowers called snow on the mountain. And she would have those, and it always reminded me of that when I see snow on the mountains. My grandma always had a little rock thing with those little white flowers on there, and it always looks so pretty. So, oh, maybe I should get some snow on the mountains and plant them. I'll do something. Now that I'm retired, I have all that time to make an amazing yard, dear. Are you into it? Yeah, he's into it. All right, so now where's the next place we're going? There's a school bus pulling off travel trailer. Funny. Where are we going now? I don't know, whatever's after Rock Springs, Wyoming. But we're hoping to get to Jerome, Idaho. All right, let's see you in a little bit. Okay, now I have a question. So we're through Rock Springs, and we're coming along here. And I'm looking out here, and I'm thinking, I always think about how the people in the wagons, the wagon trains, would come to this and think, oh, yay, now there's some more, like, scenery and stuff. But then there's hills they have to go up and down, which would be even harder than just going straight across the flat plains. But my next question would be, how did they have enough water for their horses? Like, I don't see tons of water, and they would have to go for a really long time. And water is heavy, and I just wonder how did they, I'm going to have to do some research on that and find out how they kept their horses hydrated on the way out here. So maybe they just came out at certain times and got snow and melted it. You know, who knows? Because we do see little patches of snow, like that snow on the mountains back there. But anyway, I don't know. Now I'm going to have to look into that. All right, here we have this big tunnel we're going through now. I don't remember this tunnel going out there, do you? Yeah. You do? I must have dozed off, because there's a lot I don't remember about right in here. I think I was dozing. I don't know. Anyway, went through the tunnel. I don't know where we're at right now. Oh, holy moly, look at that hotel out there. It kind of, oh, I remember this, because I talked about how that motel just looks like the rocks around it. Thought that was pretty amazing the way they did that. All right, let's see what's... Okay, I Googled a little bit about the having enough water for your horses. I didn't get to that part, but I got some pretty interesting stuff. Like, when they came out here, a lot of them would have ox instead of horses because they were less likely to be stolen, and they were a much more hardy animal to do this type of trek. And when they would come down really steep hills, they would block the tires. Well, first of all, they didn't lead the ox either. They just walked along next to them. And then when they were coming down really steep hills, it said that they would actually lock the tires on, or the wheels on the wagons, so that when they came down the hills, the ox were literally pulling a solid thing. There was no rolling to it, so it couldn't get going too fast. And then when they would cross rivers, when they came to them, they would put like 6 or 8 animals so that they could cross the river, and there would always be an animal on land. Not all of them would be in the water, so they had some control over that. And then when they went down hills that were really steep or up, and there were trees, they would rope them. They would put like ropes on them and pull them up, like, what did they call that? You know, where you, like a pulley system. They would do that, like, amazing. And then it said very few people actually even rode in the wagons, because you could carry more if you weren't in there, and also because there was suspension was so bad you literally would just bounce around all day. So they would walk. And if you can imagine, you ever seen those museums that have those old boots, the old shoes? Like, there's no arch supports, there's none of that stuff, and those people walked out here. That just blows my mind. Like, I know people that won't walk to the store. They'll just have to get in a car because it's like a quarter of a mile down the road. Like, these people walked out here. That blows my mind. I'm still going to try to figure out how they carried enough water for their horses. All right, here we are, leaving Wyoming and coming into Utah. There we are. And we're in Utah. Woohoo! Pretty, coming up on the mountains with the snow on them. That's really nice. We're going to stop in Morgan, Utah for lunch here shortly, but that is a really pretty view. All right. Yeah, we didn't get a Wyoming one, did we?
No.
We're coming into Idaho right now. Here is the Idaho sign.
Only one more state after this.
Yep. One more state, and that'll be Oregon. But we're pretty tired, so we're going to pull over here in about an hour and a half in Jerome, Idaho, and spend the night. All right, guys, we are at the end of our day, and we are at Twin Falls, and look at the Snake River. We went into Twin Falls. We actually are staying a little north of Twin Falls for the hotel, but we went over here to have dinner, and that is the Snake River. Anyway, it was a long day, and I think it's because we didn't have any activities to break the day up. It just seems super long, huh?
Yeah.
Super long, and we're really tired. So we're just going to go back and relax, and you can probably tell I've got this wicked allergy thing going on. So I'm just going to go take it easy, and we will start day 7 first thing in the morning. But for today, as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.